Welcome. Back again with Dark Souls All the Weapons. Today with the amazing, the bestest of best weapons, the Zweihänder. I'm just wondering real quick why the game is so quiet. All of a sudden. Ah, there we go. Yeah, that's more like it. Did you hear that? Bing! Not here though. Yeah, I was here for the thumbnail. So yeah, this weapon is going to be pretty wide already. So let me maybe not just stand there with guys around. That would be relatively helpful. Yeah, of course, as always, I already went and did the whole rigmarole to get the weapon to +15 and whatnot. And upgraded and everything. So let's just, do a quick run around. Go to the gargoyles and from there go into Sen's Fortress. Just the usual. Today I'm gonna do a fast one. If you get my drift. No. That doesn't help. And if I need to, I can upgrade. I have a second Zweihänder because you can get this one very easily, of course, as always. But yeah, this is gonna be a fun run. Honestly, the Zweihänder is probably one of the best weapons in the game. Especially with how early you can get it. As in, you can get it right at the start after the tutorial. Which is wild to me that that's the case. If you think about it. You see, it's like starting the second level in any shooter with a rocket launcher. With infinite ammo. Almost. That's how good this is. Anyways, I hope for a better stream today compared to yesterday. Why does my roll look like that? Because I have the flip ring. Welcome, by the way, Mix. You need... give me a second. You need this ring here. Darkwood grain ring. And be under 25% equip load. And then you flip around like a ninja. And you have more iframes with it. So that's why I have it. It's pretty OP actually. Except when you mess things up. But there's a lot of stuff you can do. Does it give better? Yes, it is, as I just said. It gives... I don't remember the exact stats. It's something like going from 9 iframes to 13. It's pretty decent. Okay, it's insane how much better the roll is. Like, there are a few equipments that I usually use. Like a few pieces of equipment. And the roll ring here is almost unimaginable not to use it. It's just that good. There we go, that was Taurus Demon. With the Zweihänder. As always, pretty easy. But yeah, that's how the game mostly will proceed from here on out. At least, the early bosses. The later ones will be a bit annoying because I'm slow. As always, 4 Kings could be a bit of a problem. I might try to do an RTSR strat. Probably not, but maybe. Haven't done it in a while. It's just usually it takes more concentration than I'm willing to offer. I don't need to sit down, but let's just create the shortcut for a second. Yo, big guy. That's not what I want you to do. I want you to come down. Have a little chat with me. Come on, big guy. I know you want to. Oh, I know he's ready. Psych! Got your foreskin. Didn't expect that now, did you? I don't even need it. I've had like 3 times already. But I thought, you know, while I'm here with the Zweihänder, I'm gonna do the thing I haven't done in a long time. That is cut off his tail. Now fighting him is probably not something I would do. Simply because he does not give anything relevant. Like a couple of souls and that's it. Okay, that was Taurus Demon. And Asylum Demon I've already done, of course. And I think I'm gonna go to Sense Fortress immediately. That being said, I don't want to have any unneeded attention from other enemies. Let's just do a very quick and sneaky quit out. Yo, big guy. You mind following me? What's my favorite Souls games? This one. Dark Souls 1 is by far my favorite. Just the world itself of how interconnected it is just unbeatable. None have, you know, come close to it. Sadly. You know, to the point where I feel like it's an accident that they made the game as good as it is. Fuck. That was dumb of me. Yo, Just A. Welcome. Like, I would say Dark Souls 1 with a close second being Bloodborne. Oh, that was really dumb of me. You know, the one place where I shouldn't have died, I died. I mean, I've been playing a little bit of AI Limit, so I'm more used to that game currently, especially with the parrying system. So timing there are a bit weird. What's that damage? The ultimate damage. With the ultimate sword. Of course, this weapon is already on plus 15. So it is a bit higher than what you usually would start with. Come on. You guys don't stand a chance, don't even try. Come on. So now let's repeat my mistake and actually get into Sense Fortress. Oh, the enemies hit hard. Yeah, this is on the highest New Game Plus cycle, so enemies deal somewhere between 2 to 2.5 times the amount of damage they should. Compared to, you know, to the regular one. Okay, come on, big guy. 1, 2. I think it's this one. Come on. He's just a bit... His positioning is a bit ass. It's not gonna work. Yeah, that was off. He just did not want to get into a correct position. I mean, thankfully there are more than one. So it's 1, 2, 3. It is this one. Okay, this one is... Can lure him a little bit. Fuck me! What is it with... Oh, this is already a cursed run. I should have gone and sat at the bonfire. Why did I do that? Yaku, why do you do things like that? Give me like 1 second to get back, and this time I'm gonna do it correctly. come on. You know, as soon as I get through that part, I'm ready. How about no, you guys? Oh, they're gonna come after me. Thankfully, I'm faster. I'm Sonic. Running around at the speed of sound. I got places to go. Like Sense Fortress. Fuck's sake. Big guy, don't do stuff like that. I never realized that there's water down there. I mean, I never checked, but... Huh. Interesting. Okay, let's go. This time I'm not gonna fuck it up. 1, 2, 3, this one. I say and I fuck it up. Of course. Ah. You know, you play like one different Souls game. A Souls-like. Your parry timing is just off. There we go. That's what I wanted to do the entire time. I think I'm gonna quickly sit at the bonfire down there. Just in case. You know, it does not reset my state, thankfully. And then I can move on to Sense Fortress. There we go. I wonder how far you can get into Sense Fortress, by the way. If you are in deathcare mode. If there's like a hard limit where you just drop like a sack of potatoes. You just die. Like this guy is about to die. Oh, he survived that? I almost died. Thank God I was like about to say, like, thank God I sat down at the bonfire. You know, don't do anything stupid. That's usually good advice. Like this guy, like, oh, I'm just gonna stand there and shoot some spells. I'm sure nothing's gonna happen. This guy, oh, I'm just gonna look into the doorway. I'm sure nothing's gonna happen. It's not like he probably witnessed these balls falling down for the past, you know, 20 decades. Or 2 centuries. I mean, if I would either equip Power Fin, or like turn on Power Fin, or equip the B ring, then this guy would be one hit. Perfect timing. The best timing, actually. Except no idea what I did there. It's not too big of a setback anyways. Okay, time for my best section of the game. Of the area, I should say, not game. The best section is only coming up still. Yeah, out of the way. Oh, I ran out of stamina just before the axes came. I was about to say, shit, I'm gonna fall off, but thankfully that did not happen. Now I could be so risky and not sit down at the bonfire here, but you know, I'm not a speedrunner, so let's not do anything stupid. Let's just sit down and be humble. Only to be cocky and kill the guy without killing the giant. Speaking of the shrine, do I have... how many? Oh, I have enough chunks. Plenty. Honestly, I'm more worried about the large Titanite chunks, which I could buy some from the guy over there, but... I think I still have more than enough for at least one weapon, so I can, you know, wait until the next run. Which I'm gonna be very interested what it's gonna be, by the way. Because I feel like I've got like a lot of good weapons already out of the way, which already scares me. I mean, I still have like one of the crossbows left, one of the bad ones. Two of the bad ones, actually, the sniper and the regular. Okay, big guy. Time for your defeat. I was about to say, is he gonna... Is he gonna grab me? Ah. For a second I was like, is he gonna fall down? Come on. Stop throwing, big guy. Anyways, welcome to Auto Londo within less than 20 minutes. I think that might be a new record. Almost. I think I'm gonna be so cocky and try to really beam through the game today. More so than usual, at least. Of course, I'm also at the point where level ups are quite expensive, so... Man... I don't prefer doing it. I don't prefer being risky, I mean. So I'm just gonna try to, you know, to be safe and whatnot. That being said, I'm gonna go and do the archer skip. As always, you know, I trust myself. With the Zweihänder in hand, I do trust myself. I did play... That's like the thing, I used the Zweihänder for... like 70%, 80% of my very first playthrough. Which just shows how much of a easy weapon it is to obtain. There we go. Just kinda, you know, run around a little bit at the start and you get the best weapon. I don't feel like they do that today in the games these days. Zweihänder is like a weapon they would put into the mid to end game. Like with the greatsword, which you got like in that weird bloody area in Elden Ring. If I remember correctly, with like the big birds and whatnot. But yeah. Speaking of Elden Ring and DLCs, of course the DLC is still on the list. But before that, I've been currently playing AL Limit a little bit, trying to... The thing is, I stupidly went into New Game Plus with my character after finishing it on stream back in the day, sometime last year. Oh, come on. Why run around? Usually you fall down. Yeah, I went into New Game Plus, and that had the problem, the slight problem, that I don't know if you can enter the DLC. And of course I don't want to do the DLC in New Game Plus for the additional damage and whatnot I would receive. Oh, give me 1 second. Where's this guy backing up to? It's just kind of going, you know. on his way to visit a friend, I guess. Oh, he just despawned. Interesting how far back he went, though, before respawning. Despawning. I never, like, noticed that they do this shit. So anyways. Of course, with my current setup, it's 44, it's 22. So I need to somehow up my weight by a bit over 0.6. Let's check what my upper end is. My upper end is 88 times 0.29. Be 25.5. Okay, so I should just be able to use the gold skirt. Yeah, that's plenty of headroom. Yo, Simple Games, welcome. How's it going? On this fine Saturday. Something I don't always do, but I should do, is the switching of the weapons when you stop running. Since your character, like, takes a second to accelerate, but if you switch weapons, you actually immediately go at full speed. Which, I don't even know how that works. Like, why that would be a thing, but for some reason it is. Like, I once watched, like, somebody explain the game, how much they optimize it, by the way. They kind of go like, oh yeah, if I have like 80% of one bar left, that's when I need to stop running. But when I have like almost half a bar until full, then it's when I need to start running. Otherwise I would, waste time. It's pretty optimized in that regard. Okay, now you guys need to be nice to me. I said you need to be nice to me. Why aren't you? Get back to the Brigand trousers. For some reason, that's the only set I've upgraded. I don't even know why. I just did at one point, and ever since, hey, I kept it. The ring is correct. That setup is correct. I might use some fire just because. No, that's not. I will use electricity against dragons, maybe. But not fire. Because it genuinely deals like no damage. Okay, he backs up for some reason. Which I do appreciate that. Anyways, times for the bozos. Come on. He's zooming. Good. Ah, missed. Ah, missed. Fuck me. I was out of stamina. Couldn't roll. I was a bit too greedy, but I mean, you see how fucking strong I am. These clowns are about to go down. Like the beasts that they are. Yeah, I was just a bit too eager. I'm hyped up. I'm trying to really blaze through the game today, because I started late, 2 hours. I still need to go to the shops to buy tomorrow's dinner, But of course, the way is open now, so it doesn't hurt too much. At least, if I would die one more time, I would just go to the Archer bonfire first. Do the little, the small extra way, just to save time in the future, but You know what the reason, basically, why I do Anor Londo first, or so early, is teleporting just saves so much time. The only reason why I was so fast in my last run is because I was able to teleport. I forgot to open the door! No! Idiot! Yaku, you dumb son of a bitch! What did you do? Oh, that hasn't happened to me. It has happened to me before. I've been stupid like that. Well, I guess I'm gonna go to the Archer bonfire after all. Let's just hope I don't mess this part up. I mean, usually I'm quite good at it. Don't. Shoot through the wall, please. Thank you very much. That was a bit, you know, dangerous. Because until he's dead, he could just, you know, still throw you off the rafters as well. You don't have any protection there. Unlike in, I think it was in Elden Ring, where you actually had some fall of protection, which was strange in my opinion. I wonder why they do that. Anyways, time for the boss. The big boss. I mean, it didn't even take that long, maybe. Like, I think it's like a cool thing to show off, the whole archer skip. And it saves some time, but as soon as he died, it actually reduces your time saved by quite a bit. I don't trust these guys not to mess me up. Okay, AKKO. Time for my revenge. I'm talking about the Minecraft song. Let's just first. I'm a bit shocked he didn't hit me there. I'm a bit shocked that he hit me there, though. What the fuck? I hate how far he can run without stopping. I was basically in front of him. Yeah, let's take no chances. I say and mess up hitting him. There we go. Okay, as long as I'm not stupid, this should be it for him. It's nice that you can stun him at least a little bit. I'm sure he does not expect it. You know, expect the unexpectable, as they say. And he ignores this rule tremendously. Come on, buddy boy. I'm not the biggest fan of having a jump pattern the entire time. But hey. Also in Smo. Toast within 32 minutes of starting the stream. Well, fuck, I missed the elevator. Well, if that ain't a record, I don't know what is. I mean, I know there are people that play through this game in 19 minutes. That sword is too long. Yeah. You sure about that? Let me show you something. Oops. If you want to complain about long swords, or mention long swords, I'll show you the longest sword. Yeah, let's go. Let's like compare it. It's like a good few centimeters longer. It's literally called washing pole. As in, you could dry your clothes on that thing. Your entire fucking closet. Come on. Give me the thing I seek. The Lord Vessel, hell yeah. Okay, the game is only gonna speed up from here. I'm actually quite happy with how fast I got here. I mean, I messed up a little bit. I could have done it under half an hour easily. But that being said, I'm still happy with the outcome. Let me quickly check everything off I need to check off. Iron Golem, Onsen, and Smo. That's all the bosses I did so far. So let's do the gargoyles next, because why not? Good old Gargs. I mean, they will probably be like 2 or 3 hit, mostly. Maybe even 1 hit. At least the second gargoyle might be 1 hit. If I'm really lucky. Of course, I could force it with RTSR. Yo, big guy. Wrong move. Body's in the way as always. But he was nice about it. There they come. There they go. Okay, Gargs. No, you know what to do with that. I still don't know what causes this. I feel like it's some kind of weird bug. Ah, come on. I missed the tail. The only reason why he still lives is because I missed the tail. There we go. Okay, it was maybe not 3 hit, as I expected, but still relatively quickly. But I did almost die because of my sheer stupidity. Okay, that was the gargoyles. I think I might as well go and do Quaylock. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go Firelink Shrine, Quaylock, you know, teleport back up, and then do Bed of Chaos immediately. Get this fucker out of the way. Maybe within the hour. That would be cool. let's first sit down here, you know, so I don't accidentally walk back up to the other bonfire and have to redo the whole teleportation bullshit. Well, I really did not leave him any choice, because I tossed him off. And when the police investigates it, they will ignore the cuts from a giant sword and they will just deem it suicide. So, yeah, he had some issues. Welcome, Osbella. How's it going? Have you seen his armor? Yes, certainly some mommy issues. At the very least. Yaku the Man of Stone. You know, you have like an Iron Man, the superhero. But there actually exists like a Japanese movie from the 1950s. Remember correctly, called Tetsuo the Iron Man. So you have to wonder, you know, who owns the copyright there? Technically. Oh, speaking of copyright. Yeah, Zweihänder, Erectus Enormous. I think you'll know all about that with that name. Just finished some shopping on stuff. I'm doing pretty decent. Yesterday I was a bit, you know, indecisive. I was like plagued by choice paralysis. It was too late to start like a bigger game. But there were like no smaller games that I was like really into at the moment. It wasn't really a good stream. I shut it down after not even an hour. But yeah, copyright. It has nothing to do with copyright, but it's just because I remember it. Fucking Nintendo is suing their next target. And you know, you think, okay, Nintendo, they've been suing people that have done emulation and whatnot. They've been putting people into life-ruining debt for crimes that are really not any crimes, let's be honest. Who do you think they are suing next? The fucking US government. I think they got tired of the small targets. Now they go big, or they do go home. Why do people go home? They scream in the court. There's a member named Mario. In the US government, you mean? But yeah, they're suing it because of the tariffs. Because it hurts their profits so much. And you can bet if they win, they will not, you know, decrease the prices of the Switch and whatnot. It will cost the same. Same with the games. But you know, I hope they lose. I would find it so funny if they would lose. Alright, Quaylock is a little prego bitch. So she drops some twin humanities. Yeah, good luck. I mean, you know, they might have a chance, actually. It is the weird part, but still, it's like... Nah, dude. You know, the strategy so far was suing small people that didn't have any money. So they couldn't even drag it out. But you know, you're trying to sue the government that spends billions, if not even trillions, on their own military. Come on. Shit. Didn't mean to. You think that's gonna go good? There we go. Exterminated. The bell is rung. Now I need to quickly place the Lord Vessel. Before I forget it. Because this has never happened before. But you know, there was like this one guy. I think that he ran like a pirate, a ROM site or something. If I remember correctly. And they sued him for like millions for that. Like, this guy is basically on the brink of just ending it. So they deserve some recourse for that, once in a while. Yeah, they make good games, but even nowadays... When was the last game that really... Like, in the last couple of years, I feel like they kind of sat back and tried to kind of rest on their laurels. Like, so far, there hasn't been a single game on the Switch 2 where I was like, oh yeah, I absolutely need to buy a Switch 2. Like, the only game that maybe I want on Switch 2 currently is the ATW Ryzen games, so I can have them physically. At the same time, they also exist on PS5 physically, so I'm actually more leaning towards that one. So if I find one used for good enough price, the CD version that is, I will probably buy one. Just because. But yeah. I hope they get their shit pushed in. It will be hilarious. I would like to try a Pokemon game once in my lifetime. But then again, emulators exist, no? You've never played a Pokemon game? Really? Not even... Yeah, I mean, first of all, emulators exist. And one of the best Pokemon games is actually a fan-made one. Pokemon Prism, I think it was called. And of course, the other best one is Pokemon Emerald, which is an official one, but you cannot afford that game. It's like $200 if you want to buy it. But there are also like these little emulation handhelds that are extremely good. I have a few of them. But not an ordinary one. But did you play Moemon? If you say not an ordinary one. Did you play the one where all the Pokemons are little girls? Please tell me. Or did you play the one where all the Pokemon are Toho characters? But yeah, that's like, for me, you know, I played some Pokemon games. The last one I played was X on the 3DS. And I kind of stopped playing it after like a couple of hours because I was like, this has not changed since I played Pokemon Red on the Game Boy. Oh, the Pokemon Pinball game is fantastic. I still want to buy this one. Maybe I should stream it. That one was great. You like have to collect the Pokemon by shooting the ball at the middle like 3 times and whatnot. Yeah, you are excused for never having played a Pokemon game because you played pretty much the peak of it. But yeah. Like, they really haven't changed anything about Pokemon since the original ones. Or at least not too much. Like, Legend Arceus was pretty good, I have to say, though. I liked it, because it was different. And... what do I want to say? Now that's about it. Legend Arceus. Oh, and of course Palworld. I never played Palworld, but from what I've seen, it's actually so much more unique. You know, it's really disgusting how little they care about their most profitable franchise to never improve it at all. Yeah, I will do that if I, you know, get my hands on it for a reasonable price. I think last time I checked, somebody wanted like $60 for it. I was like, 60 bucks. I think Mystery Dungeon is nice as a game. But actually, Mystery Dungeon is... The thing is, the Mystery Dungeon games existed before Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, right? It's a different series. That's not something that they started with Pokemon. It's just kind of a Pokemon skinned version of it. As an example, I have Go-Ho. I have Touhou Genzo Wanderer in my library, which is pretty much Mystery Dungeon with Touhou characters. And there are a bunch of different ones. I actually have another one that I recently bought in a Humble Bundle, if I remember correctly. That's also of this type of gameplay. Yeah, let me actually look it up real quick. I know Picora played the original one, or one of the original ones. What game is Pokemon Mystery Dungeon based on? It's based on the broader Mystery Dungeon series. Yeah. Fushigo no Dungeon. Or was that it? Torneko's Great Adventure, Mystery Dungeon, and Shiren the Wanderer. Yeah. Interesting. Oh, this game is for the Switch. Oh, it's a new one. Anyways, moving on. But yeah, it's not an original. There are actually two Pokemon pinballs, if I remember correctly. There's one for the Game Boy and one for the Game Boy Advance, I think. Anyways, time for the Fire Sage Demon. Good luck, big guy. You'll need it. Because I don't. Oh, speaking of Pokemon, I'm gonna wait until my spell is confirmed back. Damn, boy. Almost 900. It's over 900. That's like also a thing, the over 9,000. It was something much longer originally. And I don't remember if it was a translation error that led to 9,000, the number 9,000, or if it was just changed in general. Like also if it was in that way in the Japanese version, I mean. Yeah, big guy. You think you so fly? With the flames around you? I guess again. Beep. Let's poke him. Imagine your friend says, oh yeah, I need a toothpick, and then he brings out the Zweihänder. Oh, you got the Game Boy Advance one, okay. I don't know if you still heard it, but there are two. There's the original Game Boy one, and there's the Advance one. If I would stream it, I would probably first stream the first one. Let me actually maybe look at it. Pokemon Pinball. It's $22 for a module, roughly speaking. And the advanced one I don't even see. Maybe on good old eBay. Pokemon Pinball GBA. Yeah, that one's $50. And that's not even including the shipping, which is absurdly expensive. Yeah, I'll have to see when I get my hands on that. The thing is, I have like a bit of a philosophy these days. Most of the time, when I want to play a game, I at least want to own it in some form, right? I don't care. Like if I own a game on PC or on on Switch. If I own a game on Switch and it exists on PC, I just maybe pirate the PC version. I don't care. If I own the Japanese version on PlayStation 2, I don't care if I, you know, go and get the English version and emulate it. But just, you know, emulating random games is not healthy for my backlog. Let me put it like that. I mean, it's on the lower side of Pokemon games, I would say. Fuck. Like, mainline ones tend to easily double that sometimes. Huh? What even hit me? And Emerald especially is prohibitively expensive. That's why I'm like a big fan of the PSP, as I said in a recent stream. Because it's still extremely affordable. Yeah. But I said I might play it at some point. But yeah, speaking of Pokemon, I have not seen the trailer, but they announced new Pokemons, and they showed starters that they look so awful. It's just the same shit rehashed. Like, I don't think they've learned the lesson. People don't want the same... I mean, people will still buy it. But I think people don't want the same game over and over again. Yeah, they look so dumb. But the thing is, like, I had a coworker and they were really into Pokemon. Like, extremely. But I once asked them, I was like, have you ever, like... You say you don't have a console. Or handheld. Like, have you ever played one of the games? Like, oh yeah, the last one I played was like maybe on the DS or something. Like, they don't even play Pokemon, they just buy like merch and whatnot. That's how they make their money. Most people don't even care about the games. Yeah, really. It's just a prettier looking game than the previous one. But it's the exact same structure, the exact same, you know, progression. The exact same bullshit as 20, 30 years ago. But you know, which brings me back to Nintendo's greed again. They're selling the Pokemon games again on the Switch, like the original ones, and you can buy them. But you have to buy each version, like each language. if I remember correctly. You have to buy each language separately. And each version, right? So if you want the Italian one for all three of them, you have to pay like $90 or something. Or more. Which is just insane. Yeah. I mean, it's such a huge franchise. It's to be expected. You know, everybody played the game, but that somebody's like that into it without even having played one once. Even if it's a spin-off, it's like... It's a bit wild. But yeah, it's like, you know... Nintendo wonders why people just download ROMs and play them on emulators. But they're selling a 35 to 40-year-old game for like $30. There we go. That was a bit risky. Like, you know, if I would lead Nintendo, I would be like, okay, we have this game here. People like it. We're gonna bundle all of them into one, like each generation. And just sell them for like $5 or $10 bucks. Maximum. Yeah, true. True. I haven't even thought about the anime in so long. Because it's also the same shite over and over again. It's not like Ash had made any progress in the last... You know... however long that anime has been running. I mean, he's gone now, if I remember correctly. They were like, okay, you know, this Ash character's kinda sucked dry. Let's put like a new guy in. But still. I mean, you saw how it's... when... What was it called? Like, there was Yokai Watch at the time, which absolutely trumped Pokemon sales. Fuck. There was, of course, Pal World, which completely mocked Nintendo. Yeah. But I think even that will... Here's the thing. Kids currently, they can't even afford the cards. Right? So I feel like a lot of kids will have a different set of nostalgia for Pokemon come in the next 10, 20 years. Because cards just are getting bought by scalpers for ridiculously high prices. Like a kid can't afford that. So they just watch YouTube content of somebody pulling the cards. And that's it. They might get a Switch, but even that is currently with the RAM shortage and everything a bit up in the air. And with TV, with the anime, you need streaming. So if you don't have the platform where the Pokemon anime is running on, well, good luck. Yeah, I mean, things... They at least try to do something with it. And it's just kind of revealed just how batshit insane Nintendo is. was like, in the court case, it was something like, oh yeah, the mechanic of capturing a monster with a ball-shaped object is what we have patented. So or something like extremely vague, which I don't know. I just think Nintendo is you know, they need to be kneecapped once or twice until they will learn. When will you learn, old man? Same with like Disney. All of these companies just need a good, you know. I'm not gonna say anything that might get me into trouble. But I wouldn't be surprised. Let me put it like that. Oh, put your tentacles away, bitch. Okay, usually when he does it, he doesn't do it immediately again. There we go. I could see that, yeah. Like, you don't even need to take sides if you don't want to. That's for idiots. Fire regime, Quaylock and Ceaseless. Perfect. Hey, big guy. How are you doing? Anyways, I mean, I do wonder how consoles will work in the future. Because it's like very clear that you lose that I've lost mostly the quote-unquote hardcore audience by now. That's a good way to do it. Who should I do next? I mean, since I don't have any souls, I might as well do the 4 kings. Oh, the fab ring. I need that one so drily. I need that one. How could I survive without it? Ah, shit. I can't do the 4 kings yet. I don't have the ring. The dog ring. Oh, Sif. I need to quickly come and kill you. But I do wonder where, you know, the market will be in like 5 years' time. Repair, please. Oh, fuck. What do you... Ah. For a second I was like, hey, I have enough souls. Why are you denying me this? But didn't deduct them correctly. You little rascal. That will not be enough. By the way, I looked into this. You can sell these souls to Framed for more. So I shouldn't use them, actually. Yeah, don't worry about that. Shit. Right, there was something else that I need from him. Hey, do you by any chance... Oh, I already bought it, I guess. Huh. I didn't even realize that. Apparently I bought it. Oops. I think that I'm a multi, but I don't even know commands and stuff. I mean, I don't know the commands either. If somebody shows up, I just right-click and remove them. But it has been pretty quiet, I have to say, in recent times. Not even the auto mod has been triggered in quite a while. I feel like they've been... It might just be that they lost interest, in quotes. Or it could be that Twitch actually managed to subdue the bots for once. You know? Which... I take both. I do indeed take both. Ah, by the way, speaking of... YouTube potentially plans to bring back DMs. Which... On one hand, interesting. On the other hand... I mean, bots are... the thing I don't want... I'm a bit worried about. For myself. Not much I need to do. I mean... You're the best mod. You have a 100% success rate of dealing with nuisances. So far, not a single one has shown up or slipped through. So good job. I might even need to start to pay you. Like they pay the Reddit moderators. A grand total of 0. But yeah, YouTube DMs might come back, and I can already see what's gonna happen. Some Minecraft YouTubers gonna talk to kids in DMs, and they will remove the feature again immediately. Isn't the video comments are still off, but this come back? No, video comments existed. They've never been off. I don't know what you mean by that. You can comment on videos. Or do you mean responses? That would show up under the video. Yo, Dapix. Oh, no! Likes also still exist. Dislikes don't exist. I'm good. What's happening with you, Dapix? So yeah, the big thing they removed is the dislikes, and the DMs they removed like almost half a decade ago or something like that. Like they used to have DMs back in the day, but nowadays, as I said. Welcome. Name I can't pronounce. He monks like that because he's dying. And he takes great pleasure in that. You know, what's punishment as a child and a reward as an adult? The sweet embrace of eternal slumber, as they say. I just mentioned that YouTube is planning to bring back DMs, direct messages. And I can see that it's going to be a lot of spam by bots, which I have like on Twitter and other platforms. But there are also going to be a lot of Minecraft YouTubers that get into trouble. Potentially. And then they will shut it down again. He really likes this one currently. I want to kill firebombs because this challenge series is me using just one weapon. No external items allowed, only buffs. Like, no, the only damage source I'm allowed to use is my weapon. And that one is not allowed to change. The only thing I'm allowed to do is buff myself with items and spells and whatnot. So I have to wait until he does that. Oh my fucking god! I'm gonna die. How did I not die? Oh. I was sure I'm dead. Did you see that? Fucking the power of intake went down 1. And I had 0 health. Wait, without moderation, DMs will be really bad, yeah. But why using this? Why Hunter isn't the most common weapon in the entire game? Hunter? What? This is my 38th run on this character. I'm at the end of every run I spin a wheel, and then a new weapon is selected by by random, and then that's the one I'm gonna use. So it's not necessarily up to me for which weapon I choose, but I mean, the Zweihänder is amazing. Why wouldn't I use it? If I would do a casual run right now, I would probably just go and pick up the Zweihänder and bean through the game in like 2 hours. The Ultra Greatsword, I mean, this is the Zweihänder. Fuck. Will I eat the souls? Will I quickly go and grab them? I think I'm gonna go grab them real quick. I got backpoked and slowed. And reverbed. like a modern Nightcore song. Oh, where are my souls? Are they all the way up there? Oh, fuck it. Let's go to Sif. Oh, Sif, my sweet little prince. It's time to go Hassan Piker on you. There was like a... Some people are thinking that his dog might be dead. He might have finished the job after he got so thoroughly embarrassed. I'm going to start the strength build. I'm going to aim for that great golem halberd. Of those giant people in Orlando. And Orlando. Let's go to Orlando, America. I mean, it's also a good weapon. I just haven't had time yet for... Like, the wheel hasn't chosen it yet. Of course we do. It's left to right, so it will be Arabic. Kaya, go to your place. Kaya, don't swing around a sword. What have I told you about jumping around? That needs some punishment. Don't defy me. You know, I'm the one who has the sap to the extreme button. Did you just hit me? Well, I guess that's it. Guys, Kaya has run away from home. I don't think she will show up on stream anymore. We're desperately searching for her, but we just cannot find her. I don't know where she went. Yeah, anyways. I'm gonna do the Hydra next. And I'm gonna go and grab the Souls after all, because there was so many humanities in that. There was so many humanities in it, so I actually do want it. I mean, I do know the weapon. It is a nice one. I'm not teasing her. Ah, oh, come on. Okay, you that. I still have something to drink here. 2 boodles, actually. Or a can and a boodle. You know, I recently got like into this thing where it's like, I don't want to use plastic anymore, so I bought a... Well, like, thankfully, SodaStream, which I have and use quite regularly, they released a thermos bottle that you can use on the machine itself. So that's very cool that they released that. It just coincided with my decision to stop using plastic as often. So big ups for that. Okay, my sweet little Hydra. Time for you to take a little nap. Okay, perfect. It still takes 2 hits. That's kind of wild. Come on, big guy. Ah. I hate how this can happen. Despite the shield, it can just kind of break through sometimes. I don't see anything. I'm unlucky though, right now. I think already all week was strange and boring, as stagnant and boring. Taking long walks in the city. Yeah, walking is nice. I do walk to work, so it's always like nice before. It's a nice way to like calm down before and after work. That's something I never want to give up. Just being able to, you know, take a little stroll before doing it. Some water, some Wasser. Das gute alte Wasser. Direkt aus der Leitung. Oh, hell yeah. Hydra down. You bicycle everyone? Do you like... Do you mean saw them in half or something? Or like, you know, strap them on a board and then put the bicycle rim on their face and just start paddling. Everywhere. I thought that was gonna be, but everyone is also funny. I thought about that, by the way, but it's like... The thing is, I don't trust people with cars. I simply don't. Hopefully not. At least not if I'm around. Okay, perfect. Oops, that was a waste. But yeah, I don't trust a cars, bro. I was like walking to work, and there's like this like street that people have to sometimes go into. And man, I saw like this one guy. He put on his blinker and just went onto the bike lane. Right? Because he wanted to go to the right side. Or whatever. Just went in. And he didn't even look at it. There was like a bicycle right beside him. That had to like full on floor it to not get hit by the car. And die, you know. Stuff like that. Like just people generally like being on a bike lane and whatnot. It's a scary world. I don't trust them. Where the fuck is are my souls? They're not all the way up here, are they? No. Huh? I am confusion? It's a fast way to get everywhere I want to be. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, if I want to get somewhere fast, very close by, a bike would be pretty useful. But as soon as I get a bit, you know, further... I found them. They're hiding behind the rocks. Naughty little creatures. As soon as I want to get a little bit further, public transport is usually the best bet for me. A train or a bus. That was Moonlight Butterfly and Sif. Let's do 4 Kings. Your body from South Africa. He got betrayed 2 times in a row from a woman that he truly loved. I was listening to him and bringing his hopes up. Laughter. I mean, that's good. But from the same woman? Twice? Fool me once, shame on you. Shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Fool me 3 times. Well, I'm just fucked then. Yeah, I mean, this does help, but I don't live in a big city either. Because, you know, Switzerland, the big cities. When you tell somebody, oh yeah, you know, the biggest city in Switzerland has like a couple 100,000 people in it. If they're from like the US or whatnot, they will laugh at you. But still, man, I don't trust cars. Holy shit! I never noticed this guy. Was he always there? Was this guy always there? Huh. Strange. Now we both look stupid. Let me Google it. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times. Shame on both of us, okay. Attributed to the author Stephen King. Okay. I guess he wrote that one on coke as well. You know, writes along the lines of child orgy. In it. Is he... He's not in the Epstein files, is he? Because the guy who wrote about child orgy being in those files would be immediate red flag. It's like, hey, king, we're gonna demote you to peasant, pawn. And this guy, this wilds me out that this exists. She's quite a seductive, manipulative brat at the eager age of 30. I know, some women are just, you know, to them it's a game. To play with the frail hearts of us men. Shattering them into pieces. To take one shard home and form a necklace of evilness. I mean, I also didn't really look into it, but it's like... Sometimes you like hear shit where it's like, man... Like the creator on 4chan had contact with Epstein, as an example. Ooh, Yeah, I wasn't trusting in that one. Yeah. I messed up so much with this one. It is possible. I don't know what I was doing. Oh, fuck. It's just funny when weird shit happens. But of course this is a huge scandal. Remember me? Yes, I do. You're the person from the Netherlands. Or who spoke Dutch at the very least. How's it going? Wolfie Nacht. Yeah, pretty much. He's evil incarnate. I'm also pretty good. I have to say, it's getting a bit warm in here, though. You know, you really feel that spring and summer is coming again. And I don't like it. Because, you know, by summer, I'm gonna be molten. A puddle on the floor. So I should probably get the more demanding games early out of the way. To at least not have the PC act as a space heater. What am I playing? I'm playing Dark Souls. The one and only. The game that coined the series Souls-Like. The hardest game ever created by any human being. Man, I don't miss that time. When journalists were like, oh yeah, this game is the hardest game ever made. Nothing is harder than this game. I guess that's just what journalists... Oh, fuck me. That might be a reset. Oh, just barely not, but... Honestly, I'm gonna... Yeah, no. No. We're not doing that one. We're not doing this kind of game. 4 Kings. fucking ghosts are there. I mean, it's just you know, one of the worst bosses, like the bosses with the highest life in the game, on the highest New Game Plus cycle, so that's why it's a bit harder. Nothing is harder than this game, only me when I finish it. I'm always hard, so for me, it doesn't matter how hard a game is. I'm harder, better, faster, stronger. Speaking of that, I recently learned that Interstellar 5555 was published on PSP. And they re-released a Blu-ray disc a couple of years back. And I was like, oh fuck, let me buy that. And I looked it up, and all the scalpers have already bought it. And it costs like hundreds of bucks to buy it. That's, you know, that's sad. Would have loved to have a physical copy of that, though. If you don't know what Interstellar 5555 is, you're missing out. It's basically one giant music video for Daft Punk, made by Toei Animation, back in like the 90s. Yeah, scalpers on the wall. Welcome, Adam. Yeah, you really don't see that every day. God almighty. I hate that so much. How are you doing, by the way? Let's try that again. I mean, that's also one. There are plenty in that, but it's a cool little thing. I like watched the entire thing at one point. You know, these days you have musicians use anime as an aesthetic. But back then, man, that was... Nobody did that before. Huh? Oh. I don't know what he was trying to do there. What do you mean? That's a rumble. My armor? Well, the game stops at plus 6 technically. Anyways. So all the health increases, damage increases, etc., etc. Actually, I don't want this thing to deal with. I don't want to deal with this. Shouldn't I be like level 9,000, 9 bajillion? I can show you in a second, after killing the last king here. There we go. And faster on hell, no. The thing is... oh, shit. Mandy, of course. The thing is... There we go. One level, I'm at level 300. That's about the halfway point. The max level, I think, for Pyromancer is 709. One level currently costs me 1 million souls. And within like a couple of more levels, like maybe 100 more levels, it will be like 2 million. And then another 100, it will be like 3 million. And I think the highest it gets to is like 9 million per level. Towards the top end. So soul levels cost just so much more money than you would think, first of all. And the increases are just minuscule. Like you see, I have endurance on 49. And equip load is 89. So the highest I will get is like 149 or something like that. And with health, I have 70. And I have 29 more to go. And I get maybe like 9 equip points. My 9 health points per level. So that will be... I think you either top out at 1800 or at like 2000, something like that. So I'm God damn it. My stats are like mostly capped. And the intelligence is one of the few stats you can max out and actually get a little buff to it. Funny enough. Like it's minuscule. But let me quickly knock off the 4 kings. There we go. Let me go to Capra and Gaping next. Why not? Okay, a little detour. So basically the highest in like magic damage you can deal, like the weapon that deals the highest, that gives you the highest here, this one. TCC has a stat called AR, Magic Adjust. This one is on 295, all the way from like level 45 intelligence to 98. And when you go to 99, you get 20 more points. And this is useful for the very simple reason that if I need to use a buff spell, like Crystal Magic Weapon, I get a little bit extra damage. And when I do a Catalyst only run, I of course also do extra damage with exactly 1 weapon. The rest don't benefit from that, so that's why I haven't level 99 in intelligence. So I can use one weapon a bit more efficiently than all the others. But I wish I could play the other games too. Welcome Wave Zone, by the way. Yeah. I mean, didn't they release Elden Ring on Switch too? Maybe they will at some point release Dark Souls 2 and 3 on that one. But I think the best platform to play these games on is probably either PC or PlayStation. Sadly enough. Oh, Capra Demon. It's time for your doggos to vanish. And then I'll take care of you. Oh, fuck me. Ah, don't worry. You hit the nail on the head. I am a stone golem. Yeah, that's the only problem when you have slow weapons. Is to deal with the dogs. Perfect. There we go. I am a Rune Stone Golem, to be fully precise. But you know. As long as I'm a stone golem, we don't judge here. Not like those filthy crystal golems and iron golems. You know what I mean? There we go. That's Capra. The longsword. I mean, I feel like most weapons are quote-unquote underrated. There are a lot of good ones that I never considered before I started this little series here. But yeah, the Zweihänder is just dope. Buddy, I gave you the chance to live, so you better take it. Okay, you did. Never really got the appeal of being a VTuber, to be honest. I mean, it's like you have something there to kind of... let me... give me 1 second. Like, if you're a face streamer, your branding is gonna be your face. Fuck off. But if you have like here's the thing, if you want to have like a recognizable branding in quote unquote, without showing your face, that's pretty much the best way to do it. And of course, if you want to play a character, that also helps, right? Like some people cannot get out of their shell until they, you know, become something else, but in a good way. Would I have taken offense to that? Of course I would. I'm made from beautiful, beautiful stone. Not some filthy structure that grows over years. It's called Yaku. It is from Haikyuu. Oh, yeah, I never watched Haikyuu. That's the... Was this the No, that's not the basketball one. That's the handball one, right? Or was it the volleyball one? There's like so many animes. Sports animes. Anyways, Gaping Dragon. Let's see what that gaping mouth can do. But yeah, it's... You know, it's whatever. Some people want to use a face cam, some people don't want to use a face cam, and some people in this day and age want to use a character that kind of jiggles around and whatnot. Yeah, I kind of like went straight to Anor Londo to get the teleporting vessel. It just speeds things up so much. I mean, I used to... It used to take me this long as well. Much longer. My first playthrough of Dark Souls was around 50 hours. And that was not including the DLC. So, you know. I just now have like 600 hours in this game. 500, 600, something like that. That's just what the difference makes. I mean, this character alone is like... has like 300 hours on it now. A good idea. Now, what's that? That's empty. Now I can switch over to Aqua. I wish I was like Ronaldo. That can just say Aqua and the Coca-Cola stock just drops by like 20% or something. Just like 4 billion or whatever it was removed in one sentence, in one word. Oh, don't worry about that. I like when people spam as long as it's not actual spamming. You know, like... There was one dude a couple of months ago who was like, hey, I'm gonna say the N-word. Like, okay, do that. I don't care. I'm really gonna do it. And then he like spammed the N-word. It's like, cool, dude. Anyways, moving on. That was funny. But also kind of like, I almost feel like it probably was a child with how he was like, oh, it's so bad. Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. It was quite interesting. It indeed was quite interesting. Standard Rumble chatter. I mean, so far Rumble has been extremely nice, I have to say. No bots. Only people that came by to say hi and be nice about it. If I have to name one platform that has been the most egregious, it's usually YouTube, funny enough. To be precise, the vertical stream, because they kinda just stop by real quick and have a go at it. But it has also... It has gone better. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you know, we used to do the same, but back in like Call of Duty and Halo, that was always so fun. Like being on the microphone, just ruining people's game time. It's like, hey, let me just curse at you. Yeah, the good old days. Is there a platform I don't know about to stream on? I'll tell you afterwards, after this guy dies. Oh, that was dumb. Yaku, don't do stupid stuff like that. You know, despite being such a large weapon, it has a surprisingly small hitbox. From time to time. Yo, big guy, do you want to maybe sit down? I saw something similar 2 years ago. Thanks for the subscription. I think he went away though. It's just YouTube takes so long for stuff to appear. It's kind of ass. It was the Nazi swastika. I mean, if they put it in chat, then it was the Buddhist symbol actually, which is in the opposite direction. You know, when they point counterclockwise, that's the Buddhist symbol. If they point clockwise, that's the swastika. So that has happened before as well at one point, but you don't need to worry about that. Anyways, platforms. I stream on YouTube, on YouTube Shorts, on Twitch, Kick, and Rumble, currently. And also on The Hub and LinkedIn. No, I don't. But could you imagine? I think that would be fun if I streamed on, like, on these platforms. So, yeah, the first VTuber to... I would be the first VTuber to stream on something like Chaturbate. That honor goes to Melody. Would be funny, though. Links in the description. Along with my OnlyFans and Fansly and whatever these platforms are called. Yeah, pretty much. Like, there was a huge outrage, now that you call it a monkey, whatever. There was a huge outrage with that one manga, Tokyo Revengers. Because they had the Buddhist symbol on the back of their shirts. Because it was part of the name. And people were like, oh no, you can't have a manga with a Nazi symbol in it. They were like, you idiots. That's a Buddhist symbol. You absolute buffoons. Let's do Siefless. Scaleless. Sief the Scaleless. Which is in Onolondo. I thought about before, by the way, about making a LinkedIn for my character. And just fuck around. It's like, oh yeah, let me contact the CEO of Google or whatever. It's okay. If you need a guy, here he is. I mean, it does. It also has like different versions. There's like one with the dots. And whatnot. But I think the most basic differentiation is... Actually, the Buddhist symbol is straight. It's a square. And it's counterclockwise. And the Nazi swastika is specifically clockwise and at an angle. So when somebody draws it's just square, that's actually already not correct, technically seen. Of course, I don't want to educate people on how to draw their swastikas today. And I remember, like, there was one time in school. I'm still kind of confused by that. Like, 20 years later. In elementary school, that was. There was a wall where somebody painted a swastika on with spray cans. And me and a friend were like walking by and saw it and looked at it. And the guy that they hired to paint it over looked at us and started accusing us of being the ones that did it. It's like, it was you two that put this here, right? Otherwise you wouldn't be here just staring at it. And like, he went to the teacher, I found the guys that did it. Honestly, you should send my bill to these children's parents or whatever. I was like, dude, we're like 7 years old, we don't even know what a swastika is. What's wrong with you? Yeah, that was weird. There was also another time where I walked home from school and I stepped on a broken beer bottle. And then the cleaner, I don't know what the name actually is. The guy that's cleaned the school area. He like accused me of breaking the bottle. It's like, you're the one who smashed the bottle on the floor there. What if people step in it? It's like, yeah, what if people step in it? You also gonna accuse them of breaking bottles on the floor? Like, what the fuck, dude? Yeah, baseless accusations, especially pointed at a child. It's always the best way to do it. What country is this? I mean, this here's Lorran. I mean, where I'm from, that's Switzerland. Where it's actually highly illegal to do stuff like that. Funny enough. Like, theoretically, if you ever catch me doing the Nazi salute on camera, you can report me to the authorities and I'm gonna go to prison. Tells you how much freedom of speech we have here. It's a dictatorship almost. Oh, don't do that. I'm gonna get sent to the gulag. For pointing at something in the sky with my hand at the right 45-degree angle. I mean, there are a lot of things that are rough in Europe. But I feel like this Nazi shame is like specifically in like this area. Where everybody's like, oh no, our forefathers did something, or like not even our neighbors. The neighbors of our forefathers did something. We need to be ashamed of it. 89 times 0.25 is 22 point something magic. No idea why you didn't roll there for a second. Ah, you're right. Thankfully, I haven't implemented hand tracking yet. Which is actually one of the things I want to do at some point, maybe. But until then, I can salute to you guys all I want. Nobody knows. Do not roll their R's anymore, like the whole language was changed because Hitler talked like that. I didn't know that. That's actually kind of wild. With the funniest part being, you know, that Hitler was from Austria. So that probably wasn't even too much of a German thing. But yeah, it's like... It is what it is. Here's more fun facts. In the Bleach manga, in the Fullbringer arc, Ichigo's entry on the pendant is Mangi. And in One Piece manga, when Ace was first introduced on his back. Oh yeah, I do remember that. Both of them. There's this thing. You know, getting back to an earlier topic with shocking the dog to death. A.k.a. Hassan Piker. If I remember correctly, there was like specifically a clip where he... I think it was either him or iDubbbz. I don't remember. Where they like bought a prop blade from Bleach, the one with the Mangi as the hilt, yeah, as the blade guard. I mean, and they didn't know the reference to it. They simply bought it because it was like haha, sort of a Nazi symbol on it. It's like, yeah, shows you how smart some people are. Oh. I just noticed something. I'm shocked it wasn't brought up yet. I'm gonna shut up about it though for the time being. Maybe somebody will not notice it. I mean, now that I put attention towards it, it might show up. So I'm gonna shut up about that. But yeah. I just think we shouldn't treat it like this horrible thing. Like, sure, you know the history about it, but you shouldn't put people in prison for it. Especially kids. Oh. I'm scared of it. That's why. Spit it out. Look at the top left corner. I knew it. You have a fucking emoji for that? Why? You fucking zoomers. I hate it so much. But it's so easy. It's such an easy meme. It works so well. You need no setup, you need no thing. It can't just randomly pop up. It's like, oh yeah, 6, 7. Two numbers that follow after each other. It's the worst. We have truly peaked as humanity and absolutely fallen into the gutter. Oh, that's even worse. I should ban both of you for that. You know, I would be less bad about it if you would post literally just the swastika straight up, not even the monkey. You could just post the entirety as of my conf as a copy paste into chat, and that would be less offensive to me. Yeah, joke aside. What's to represent Aaron since everybody in... Shouldn't look away. Since everyone in Europe has Aaron, I had to make sure so it's a unifying symbol of Europeans. Yeah, that was... Of the Basque and like the Welsh. Was it... okay, finally gone. Was it though? If I remember correctly, like every... Like Hitler was like, oh yeah, everybody that's specifically like this is Aryan, the other ones are more like Proto-Aryans. That was... Seif. Let's do Priscilla and Gwendolyn next. I just always remember that Hitler supposedly said, Die Schweiz, das kleine Stachelschwein, nehmen wir auf dem Rückweg ein. That always stuck in my head. Which translates to... Switzerland, the little porcupine, will take over on the way back. Thankfully that did not happen. Otherwise I would be speaking like this. Whatever. Okay, it refers to him broadly. Okay. I mean, you know, it might be a shocker, but I don't necessarily go and look up, you know, who exactly is Aryan on a daily basis. But aren't like they're like the Indo-Aryans, which are like the Persians. Funny enough. I remember that. Which is a bit far from Europe. Oh, leave me alone. Stop throwing knives that curve in the air. Okay, time to get to Prisky. Make her taste my long sword. You know. I mean, I know it wasn't like get the gas, but if I remember correctly, it was specifically the blonde and blue eyes is like the defining trait or whatever. Or like the best type, I don't know. Which was always hilarious, seeing how Hitler himself did not have that. Oops. But hey, as long as I have a white monster with me, everybody is gonna let me into Agartha anyways. So I'm solid. I don't need blonde eyes and blonde hair and blue eyes. Otherwise I would become the blue eyes dragon. The blue eyes go... I mean, I have blue eyes actually. Now that I think about it. You know what? Once I'm in the arena, let's become Aryan together. Oh, I shouldn't do that. I should just run past. Let's do this a bit at a weird angle. There we go. That it wasn't really that doctrine. Shrimp chips, yeah, shrimp chips are great, by the way. So do that. In the meantime, I'm gonna become Aryan. Give me 1 second. There we go. Blonde and somewhat blue eyes. I'm probably gonna buy a white monster after the stream. +1 night vision, -1 sun glare resistance. You know, I already have like -99 sun glare resistance. The second I go out of this room, I always have to close my eyes. When the sun is shining into my eyes, I'm like, oh no, I'm blind! I'm blind! They've blinded me! It's a deliberate attack by the US government. The glowies got me. I should do it like a pirate and wear like an eye patch. Didn't even try to get the dagger, but hey. Good night, Prisky. You and your baby. I even had room for enough. I became the Aryan Golem, please. Photosensitivity. That's interesting. I never like looked into if there was like anything to it. But what happens when you have like homochromia? Are you suddenly like some sort of god? Some elder god from ancient times? It's like, yeah, I basically have night vision and x-ray vision and I'm blind the other 99% of the time. But hey, at least something. That's how it works. I knew a guy, he had just a speck of it. He had like one slice of his eye being like a different color, which has always looked really weird. That guy was probably just blind. He was just very good at pretending. Yeah. I'm gonna violate this grave if you want to or not. I was about to say, who the fuck has red eyes? But yeah, being albino in general is a bit of a curse. Where I used to live, there was a black man who was an albino. And I think he had like a whole slew of other problems. Like, if I remember correctly, he was also a bit to put it in stupid terms, retarded. Like, by the medical definition. There we go. Easy as pie. Yeah, they do. It's strange that it exists even. If you think about it. You certainly don't see it every day, with humans. But like rats, as an example, we just breed those fuckers. Like, oh yeah, let's have rats with white hair and red eyes. Let's fucking go. I mean, we have cats with no hair. We have all kinds of weird animals, but humans? Why don't we have like a whole like colony of albino humans? Why has that not happened yet? Some kind of weird, you know, doomsday cult. The cult of the white skins. Okay, time for Nido. I met a girl who had light blue eyes that shifted randomly to a very pretty pink. Huh. Was it like some depending on like the angle you looked at or something like that? Because wasn't it the reason why the eyes are red is because the pigment in the eye is gone, like in the iris, which is why you can actually just see the blood vessels and that's it. So if the blood is too thin or like a different angle, or the light like shines in differently, it just kind of turns a lighter color. Probably something like that, I would say. Maybe. Potentially. I'm no doctor, that's no medical advice. So don't try to remove the pigments in your eyes. It's not gonna work. You're gonna turn blind. And then you cannot fault me for it. Let me just put it like that. And speaking of, one of the wildest shit that I've seen people do is the fucking eyeball tattoos. I have no idea how it worked for us because it didn't notice some dialing and then stretching. It just changed. It was wild. I mean, maybe she was a vampire. That's also always a possibility. And you were lucky that you're not dead yet. Or some kind of ghoul. It's a danger we always need to be prepared for. I didn't want to go down there. Framed. Sorry, can you beam me back up? Guess not. He didn't want to stop by. Hell, my crucifix close. Did you also have like the garlic necklace? just to make sure. Right? You never know what the media says is true. You need a crucifix out of silver containing a vial of purified distilled garlic juice. That's the only way to do it. I mean, in this day and age, we also have like these sun lamps that are just imitating the sun. I wonder how well they would work. Okay, let's see. Okay. Now let's go to Pinwheel. It's gonna be very quick. They trapped me. Ensnared me. Almost killed me. I got away. I'm the boy who lived against the skeletal menace. Oh. Fuck off. How did this guy one-shot me? Huh? Like the other dude did, like, you know, maybe one bar. per rotation. But this dude just a third of my life gone. What the fuck? Okay. I think he also was a vampire. Sucking my blood. Which each of these spikes. There's this manga called Higanjima, which they go to like an island, and that island is filled with vampires. And in the lore there, the thing is when they get bitten by vampires, they get paralyzed and piss their pants. And this happens like every couple of chapters. It's like stupid as shit. But like very early on into the series, they like strap humans into these chairs that just suck the blood out. And you know, constantly feed them a little bit of vampire blood so they stay paralyzed. And piss themselves constantly. Just like, you know. Imagine if you're a vampire that is a clean freak and that's the way your power works. You would die on the spot. It's like, I can't suck blood, they just keep pissing themselves. I can't stand it. I don't want to touch it. I want to step into it. What happens when they poop? That's even worse. What's also even worse is these guys. Your death is coming. Stop rolling. If you roll, I also have to roll. And you don't want to become a rolling gang with me. Trust me. Because if we roll together, we die together. Anyways, hardest boss of the game. Okay, where is he? Surprisingly, he lasted a lot longer than I expect him to. If I have to be honest. Mask of Fowler, okay. Sure, buddy. Buddy, as always, pinwheel. Ah, oh, damn it. I hope nobody would notice. Yo, actress, how's it going? And I remember how often I died in this place as well. Oh, here comes the next one. Well, what do you say now? You know, always somebody has to be the party pooper. I guess that's just me sometimes. I think I never had this much humanity though, by the way. I usually manage to die and lose all of it. So I'm actually quite concerned. There's gonna be a knight here. Something. Wrong direction. I was just very confused. I thought I was on the right track there. But I guess I was off by like something. On my Genki character, I always had 99 humanity. But was it like on a new game +6? Or was it like just... I mean, the thing is, don't you get like humanity when you when you kill others. Ah, I see. Like when you do invasions and whatnot. I mean, technically, I do have, you know. I have 98 plus 196? I mean, I also have 99 humanity when I want to. You can just do the little glitch and pop one humanity for the value of 99. What's also good, it actually gives you more armor. And of course, the discovery rate and whatnot also goes up. But its biggest effect is, of course, it gives you a bit more defense against everything. And resistance, if I remember correctly. Anyways, here I come, Nido. I don't even have a holy sword. Yeah, that's not gonna work. So I'll just have to deal with the little guys. Or try to. Huh? Where's the dude? Okay, as long as he gets into a rhythm now, he's toast. Come on. Sit down. Yes, sir. That was your mistake, big boy. There we go. That was an easy one. For once. Yeah. I kept the character on the level so I could invade more barely able to meet the weapon requirements. Honestly, I feel like I sometimes try to invade people just out of, you know, out of fun. But my big problem is always the weird caps that I have. I wish you could just set it to, oh, fuck it, just invade me. Just let people invade me regardless of level and whatnot. Sadly, they don't have that. Okay, I'm gonna now do the DLC, but before that I'm gonna take a very quick pee break. I'll be right back. So, where the fuck's my mouse? 1 second. I have returned. That was necessary. You know, Dapix always forces me to drink water like an abusive mother. I have no choice. I have to drink and drink and drink. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate until I pop like a balloon. Just know how it is. You know, I didn't make that shit up. That's like, I mean, I made the Dapix part up, but I did once like see a video about somebody who got tortured by like their parents. That's one thing they did. So here you go. Drink like a chug of water. And then I'm gonna beat you senseless, and if you pee once during that time, you're gonna get beat even more. Ah, oh, come on. What did I do there for a second? Just didn't pay attention. But yeah, that being said, 2.5 hours in, and with all the Lord Souls, with all the bosses, except for the DLC and for Gwyn, this might be, you know, not a sub 3 hour, but certainly a sub 3.5. Of course, I'm gonna, this is the second one in a row, so I'm gonna probably get punished for that. Next weapon is gonna be like the crossbow or something. Something absolutely horrendous. You can already see it. I should probably get rid of the dusk rings as well. I didn't miss any boss, did I? No. I got them all ticked off. That's actually kind of wild. I mean, it just shows how much it speeds it up when you have the Lord Vessel. It just... That's the reason why they don't give it to you from the get-go. Because you could speed up through the... like... zoom through the entire game. With no concerns whatsoever. And my only concern now is... Sanctuary Guardian. Ready to die at the hands of a long sword. That you need Zweihands for. Okay. I think he's gonna... I'm gonna first try him. And if I don't die, I'll do something. I don't know. Scream. Okay. Ah, that doesn't count. I always forgot to reset the rings, which... Why do I keep doing that? First I forget the rings and then I forgot the power fin. Come on, Yaku. Don't be an idiot now. You can repeat that. Of course, now he doesn't do anything like spam electricity 5 times in a row. Ah, of course. Of course. He has a bit of a nasty pattern today. See? Which weapon is my favorite? It always changes a little bit. But of course the Zweihänder is pretty much up there. I think I would say the Zweihänder, the straight sword hilt, is actually pretty fun. The Moonlight Greatsword is also one of my top weapons. Let me think. Is there another one? I will go with these for now. I think there are a lot of good weapons, but there's also a lot of just not really good weapons, and the majority of the weapons are just kind of like in the middle. They're not inherently bad, but also not inherently good. Yeah, the Black Knight Hellbeard is great, but it's almost a bit too extreme with how good it is. Like, the Zweihänder is nice because it's still somewhat slow and clunky at times. But Hellbeard is just... you can blaze through the entire game with it, no problems. And of course you cannot buff it, which makes it even better. I mean, you can buff it, but not officially. You need to do some tumble buff strats. We all know those are illegal. Okay. Had to check that the weight was correct. You know, you never know. Sometimes you just forget. Anyways, Artorias should hopefully not be as much of a disaster as the Guardian. I'd break Invader's ankle. Man, that would be a horrible mechanic, by the way. Could you imagine being able to break bones of like opponents? Or having your bones broken? So you can like still attack, but healing won't fix it. What now, big boy? Don't law walk, please. Oh, that was so fucking close. I shouldn't have done the running attack. That was dumb, that was dumb, that was dumb. Yep. That was also dumb. There we go. Just need like a good spot to drink. Yeah, 2 hits do it, but not the running attack, I guess. Also, the poke is great with the Zweihänder. Just go Bing! Yeah, good night, Artorias. Was nice knowing you. See you next time. Space Cowboy. Limb break or dismemberment. I mean, it would certainly make the game harder. But I think for modding, it might be a bit too hard to mod that in. Because most mods I've seen of Dark Souls are not that transformative. I don't have... I mean, I don't need fall control. But I do want hidden body. Ah, perfect. Perfect. Just on time. You know, the thing is, I hope they, at one point, remake Dark Souls 1. But I hope they kind of, like, change a lot, right? Like, make it a spiritual remake, less so than a faithful one. Because if I want that, I would just play remastered anyways. Like, I don't want a Demon Souls. So yeah, it looks nice, but... eh. Like, I want what they did with Medieval as an example on PSP. Which is the first game, technically, but they, like, reimagined it. There we go. I'm talking about this because I actually won it in an auction. Just waiting for one more game to finish. So I could save on shipping cost. But yeah, that I might stream that one as well. I like the PS4 remake of that game. It's kind of sad that they never remade the second one. Or it resulted in making a new one. Because I don't think it sold that well. Opposed to the other ones like Spyro and Crash. It's a bit sad, you know. It's pure sadness. Anyways, I'm gonna aggro Calamite. Do Manus, then Calamite, and then off to Gwyn I go. Rockman Evolution. You mean because I'm in yellow currently? I actually want to redo that, undo that in a second. Because I did that as an Aryan choke. So I'm blonde, quote unquote. I have blue eyes. So let's see. Now you're happy. Did you get your chips? Man, you know, I shouldn't buy snacks and whatnot. But I think I'm gonna get some shrimp chips as well in the store. How XP took you to level, bro? You don't use any XP. But it took about a couple mil. Like 10-20 mil, I would say. Oops, there we go. But I don't know the actual exact figure. And I like hitlessing bosses. Okay. You've talked about this game a few times. I might need to check it out. just don't like playing, you know, usually games like that. Yeah, back to the default. No longer Aryan in the house. Just a standard rock. You know, gold is just as hard as stone. And I like to be as hard as possible. Yeah, hit listing bosses, man. I don't know if I would have the patience to, like, do it deliberately. Of course, I'm such a good gamer, I always do it. Regardless, you know, disregard all the hits I took so far in this run. Only rock. Yeah, multiple rock suits. Absolutely. I should work on some skins, really. That's like also a plan at some point. It takes so much time. Okay, Manus. It's time for you to meet your end. Oh, perfect. I mean, so far so good. Again? He's nice right now. Come on, do something nicer. Yeah, I wasn't too sure about attacking a second time. Okay. Now it becomes suspicious. Oh, fuck, I missed. Yo, big guy. Again. Come on, show me some different magic tricks. Like the one where you die. You can summon, but not for this boss. If I would want to, of course. I mean, there's an NPC you can summon. But he's pretty useless. It's a dog. But yeah, you could summon if you want to for most bosses. There's also a seamless co-op mod these days. So you could use that. Oh, come on. There we go. Manusi down. Okay, 81. Good night, sweet prince. Yes. Ulasil Township, time for Calamite. To me, it's a relatively easy fight, but I think a lot of people... For a lot of people, especially for first-time players, this is probably the hardest fight in the game. Since he's extremely aggressive and hits hard. But yeah, he's... I think out of the DLC especially, he's probably on number 3 out of difficulty. Because even though he hits hard and is aggressive, he has like a lot of downtime in between his tech. Is the map big? Not that big, actually. It's relatively, you know, overlookable. But the thing is, it's so well interconnected and everything that it feels extremely huge. You know? You know what they say, it isn't about the size, it's how you use it. And they definitely use the map well in this game. This ain't some Ubisoft game with like a bajillion towers and copy-pasted objectives all over the map. This is a tight, consistent experience. Which is why it's my favorite of the entire franchise. Since none of the other ones really have done it like that, again. Sadly. You play Valorant? No. I'm not too much of a multiplayer gamer, first of all, and second of all, they use kernel level anti-cheat, which would immediately, you know, report me. That one would immediately go off. This guy's not using Windows. Alarm, alarm. He's a cheater, alarm. That's... If I play this game, I would probably get banned within an hour. Through no fault, but, you know. To the anti-cheat that they use. He got the same accent, but he's wild. He's wild. You mean like... He's a wild man in the bushes? A vagrant? Like a tribesman? Oh shit. Like streams hard in games. Yeah, I couldn't do that. I at most get a little mad and that's it. I think I never full on screamed in a game. I just like hit the table once or twice. And even that I don't do as much and as aggressive as I used to at one point. I remember. Oh, I have to tell that story once I no longer have to focus so much. No, big guy. Want to go on your hind legs, please? Or that. It's also right with me. Yeah, it's in the description. Or it should be in the description if I remember correctly. Yeah, the thing is, I don't have a server if that's what you mean, I just have an account. Like, I very rarely use Discord, only when somebody needs to ask me something. There we go. Calm me down. So yeah, I at one point, I had like a cheap keyboard, but a keyboard nonetheless. And I had like a T on my table, like a full mark. And I slammed I was like angry in a game, and I slammed my fist on the table. The mark jumped into the air, spilled all over my keyboard. And because the keyboard was so cheap, the traces inside were like printed on a sheet of plastic and that just dissolved. the traces themselves dissolved. And I was out of a keyboard for like a couple of weeks. Until like a new one arrived. Bro, you're not highlighting yourself, boot, WT, you're doing so long. What? What are you saying? I mean, the thing is just, with Discord, I just don't want to deal with the problems that can arise from having a Discord server. I thought about making a Steam group. You know, because I do like the group chats that they have. But I don't know. You know, somebody's free. If somebody wants to make a server, they're free to make one. And invite me. As soon as some shit goes down, I'm gonna distance myself. Taking too much time in growing a channel. I mean, growing a channel just takes time. Discord usually is not on the main priority list. I know another streamer, he made the Discord first thing first, before everything else, and he has stopped streaming since. And he didn't get that many followers. The thing is, with growing, it just takes time. Especially with live content. Live content is very unattractive to most people. Most people, you know, want a tight, controlled flow. A structured video, I mean. I once got mad at the game on my phone, throwing the TV remote. That didn't happen to land. Except from breaking it. Yeah, that sucks. I used to throw my phone across the room onto my bed when I was like done with it. While I was like gaming on PC. It's like, oh, I need it real quick. Let me look something up. It's okay, I no longer need it. Let me throw it onto my bed gracefully so it doesn't break. And one time I was like a bit too aggressive and I threw it against the wall. Thankfully it did not break. But here's the thing, shit. When it comes to growth, I have like 150 subscribers now. And I got 100 of them in the last couple of months. So it has sped up quite a bit. I would say in the first almost year or so, I made maybe one subscriber every 1 to 2 weeks. And currently it's about 2 to 3 every stream. So the growth is there. So you don't need to worry about that. I'm happy where I am right now. I wouldn't have even believed if that's a single person would watch me at the beginning. But as I know, the Roblox players mostly get the views on live. If you're cringe as Roblox player, you might... I looked at the Roblox, I looked if I can play it on my system, and they deliberately made a change so it does not run on my system. That's like a documented thing that they did. We don't want the people on Linux to play our game, so they made one little change to like flip the switch. Doesn't work anymore. Funny enough. Now, it is time to spin the wheel. Where is it? There it is. And here as well. Give me 1 second. That's wrong. I don't want to capture the entire screen. I want to just capture the window. Maybe it's for the best. Add my request. I will check after the stream. I need to log in first. As I said, I don't use it that often, so I'm not even logged in most of the time. Okay, spin time. Let's see what we get for the next run. The Abyss Greatsword. Okay. Interesting. Let's check it out. It's like one of 3 Artorias' sword. For some reason, they gave you the option to make the same sword 3 times, but in different versions. The Discord username is incorrect. Sometimes the description is wrong, because I use an old one. Let me post in chat in a second. So I'm upstairs here, at the bonfire. So I probably need to update the description at some point. There we go. Now weapons. Now this is the great sword of Artorias. That's not the one I want. This is the Abyss Greatsword, that's the one I want. And there's also a third one, which is the Greatsword of Artorias, but the light one. Yeah, I think on YouTube it's I forgot to update the description for the vertical streams. And where's it? Abyss Greatsword. It's kind of fast. Alright, that's what you were able to do with this one. You can do the Artorias flip. Let's see how it goes. Oh, Fatso. Mr. Asylum Demon. Damn. Okay. I mean, that's extremely good damage. Yo, Eli, welcome. What's up playing Dark Souls? What, you kind of joined in right at the tail end? Okay, I'll check it off the stream. Yeah, just be nice about it. I don't want any weird things in my messages. Horrible tornado, okay. I hope you survived. I mean, survived it well. That's something I thankfully have never had to deal with. Okay, let's go to Lordran. I might be able to level up once more by using 2 souls. It's Mythic. I mean, I don't get that many requests, so I'll just accept all the requests that there are and hope one of them is correct. Another bot. You sat outside and watched it happen. Didn't you do the... Wasn't there like a TV show called Tornado Hunters or something like that? Where they like drove around with the cars and set up cameras. And were like really close to the tornadoes most of the time. You should have done that if you were such a tough son of a bitch. That fears no NATOs. NATOs. I'll eat them for breakfast. What's a little wind gonna do to me? Do I play Night Rain? No. I looked at Night Rain, it just does not seem interesting to me. I'm not talking about the movie, I mean, there was an actual TV shows of people that used to do that. And if I remember correctly, one of them got killed. Because they actually got sucked up into a tornado that was a bit too close in the end. Oh, this one needs Demon Titan. Thankfully, I have a bit. Let's see, an AR of almost 600. Ah, like 550. Damn, bro. It's a bit sad that they cannot do the repeated ones like Artorias. Never seen it. I mean, I also didn't watch it myself, but I know it existed. You know, don't worry about bothering me on Discord. As long as you don't, you know, spare me too much. I don't care. I think the only person I ever blocked on Discord was a bot. Or like one of these, hey, do you need art? Do you need a new model? Do you need a background art? Do you need logos? Do you need this? Who repeatedly bothered me every couple of weeks. It's like, hey, remember me? Do you need art now? Do you need art now? Do you need art now? I'm like, shut. No. Learn to appreciate somebody telling you no. And just take it on the nose. For fuck's sake. But yeah. Anyways, let me quickly level up, and then I think I'm gonna wrap it down here. So if you don't want to miss the next run with the Abyss Greatsword, then don't forget to subscribe and follow, depending on the platform. And if you're quick enough, it might even show up on screen. Let's see, is that enough? Oh, just one more. No, a couple more. Shit. Have a nice night. I will. And the next stream will be on Tuesday. And I think I might start Sleeping Dogs. I'm not 100% sure yet. I'll have to see, but probably. And then soon enough, it's also time for the AI Limit DLC. So I'm gonna be hyped for that as well. And with that, with the next level in Vitality, 1683, I'll see you next time. Once again, don't forget to follow and subscribe, depending on platform. Goodbye, and ciao.